From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your weather tonight.
Hey there, Fred Gossage here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with your forecast update for this Tuesday evening and overnight. Now, things are going to look a little different here for the next day or two with our forecast videos. We're still going to do forecast videos, but we're in the process of moving our weather graphics computers and our network hardware and things like that over to the new studio building that we've been talking about, our new facility that we will be launching from very soon. So we don't have all the hardware over here at our current facility that we currently do, so we're kind of bare bones. We're still going to do a forecast though, but here until we get set up over in the new place, you're not going to see as many fancy TV-like graphics that you usually see from us, but we'll still get you covered with the forecast. And here's the latest information. And looking at visible satellite from this afternoon, you see some mid to high level clouds streaming in from the northwest. So it hasn't been a completely sunny day on this Tuesday, but there's been some sun at times across the area. It's allowed us to warm up into the upper 80s, low to mid 90s across the area this afternoon. But the clouds are kind of filtering the sun, and that's left over from some thunderstorm activity that weakened earlier this morning off to the northwest. Now, that general northwest flow you see there sets us up for increasing bouts of unsettled weather as we head through the week ahead. We're going to have some periods where we see some showers and thunderstorms out there. Here's the high-resolution rapid refresh model. And this starts us overnight tonight. I'll back it up to the evening. You see we're quiet out there this evening. And we generally stay quiet during the overnight hours, but as we move closer to daybreak in the morning hours, you see a dying thunderstorm complex getting into northwest Tennessee about sunrise. That moves southeastward, and it still continues to fizzle apart through midday as it dives into southwest Tennessee, northeast Mississippi, and toward parts of our area, but there may still be some lingering showers or an isolated thunderstorm or two Wednesday afternoon into maybe the early evening hours as that moves through. No big widespread heavy rain somewhere across the area based on what everything looks like right now. So we'll hold the rain chances for our Wednesday about 20 to 30%. That dies away during the evening hours. We look deeper into the overnight, you see another thunderstorm complex developing after midnight up in Missouri. That dives southeastward, and that looks like it may start to give us a few showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, possibly before sunrise, moving into the area. And then the bulk of that activity moves through the area during the mid to late morning into the afternoon, where there may be some showers and thunderstorms. Can't rule out a couple of isolated strong thunderstorms with gusty winds and heavy rain, but for right now, the Storm Prediction Center does not have any severe weather outlook across the area. If the atmosphere trends a little more unstable, they may decide to put us in a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather. That's uncertain right now, but if the storm is strong on Thursday, it may have some gusty winds and some locally heavy rainfall. More of the same on Friday as we load the page here and working off a web browser. As the thunderstorm complex pattern continues, so we work through our Thursday night, those afternoon thunderstorms on Thursday shift off to the south, but the boundary is still around. So as we work into Friday, we may see another bout where we have a thunderstorm complex moving in. The timing's going to be uncertain. Just keep the idea in the back of your mind that scattered showers and thunderstorms are possible Friday as well. And then as we get into the weekend, we'll still have some rain chances around Saturday and Sunday, but everything may start to become a little more isolated from the weekend into early next week. Here's a look at the temperature trend for the next 7 days across the area. This is for the Lawrenceburg, Tennessee region, and you see generally highs in the upper 80s all the way through about Friday or so. Morning lows between the mid to upper 60s to the lower 70s, especially the closer we get to Thursday and Friday. The morning lows come back into the 70s as the muggy air moves back in. And then as we get into the weekend, we start to get back to the lower 90s as rain chances become just a little more isolated across the area. We'll take a look at temperature trend for the shoals in northwest Alabama, and it's more of the same, but just a few degrees warmer here. Lower 90s through Thursday into Friday, and morning lows generally coming out of the upper 60s into the lower 70s, low to mid 70s as we head through Wednesday into Friday, with the muggy air coming back, and then maybe closer to the mid 90s as we head into the weekend ahead. So no big temperature changes forward, but we will start to warm up a little more as we get closer to the weekend. Here's an official look at the 7-day forecast, and again, maybe a few isolated showers or thunderstorms here for our Wednesday. Rain chances won't be widespread though, otherwise partly sunny. Highs in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Better rain chances for both Thursday and Friday, and it's not necessarily just afternoon pop-up stuff. It could be at any time, including the morning hours into the afternoon. And we may have to bump up the rain chances, especially for Thursday. They may increase beyond 40% there. Highs in the upper 80s, lower 90s. Rain chances more isolated over the weekend into early next week, but they still won't go away all the way through Monday. Daytime highs back in the low to mid 90s, and then maybe slightly cooler again as we head toward the middle of next week. There's your latest 7-day forecast. Again, we're going to be a little more scaled back the next couple days, but we'll continue to update you here on social media and on the channel. Right now, the channel is stripped down to just a radar stream, but once we get things back into the studio, we'll start to ramp that back up into our normal playlist and the forecast and everything like that. We'll be here to keep you covered. Stay with Tennessee Valley Weather. As always, we'll keep you advised with your latest forecast.